So the trick to finding the midpoint of a line segment is to know the formula for the midpoint between 2 points on a rectangular coordinate system. So the formula for midpoint is actually very easy to remember if you just remember that a midpoint is a set of coordinates like any other point that you would graph on the xy plane. And so it will have an x coordinate and a y coordinate. The x coordinate will be the average, or the middle point between the two x values, and the y coordinate for the midpoint will be the average of the two y coordinates. So all we need to do first is identify the coordinates of each point. So this first point, well, it doesn't matter which one you call your first point. I guess I'll call this one down here the first point, x1 and y1. And this point is at 2 for x and -3 for y. The second point here we'll do in a different color, and that would be at 5 for x and 5 for y. So that's our x2 and our y2. So now we can just plug into the formula here. Okay, so my x1 is 2, my y1 is -3, my x2 is 5, and my y2 is also 5. Now we just simplify to finish this off and get our coordinates of the midpoint. So 7 over 2, and -3 plus 5 is +2 over 2. And you can simplify that to 7 over 2 and 1. For the purposes of graphing, especially if you want to check that it's falling about in the middle when you graph it, if you have a fraction, you can convert it to a decimal. So 7 divided by 2 will give you 3.5. So if we go to an x coordinate of about 3.5 and then go up to 1 for the y value, this is where the midpoint is according to our calculations, and that does appear to be halfway between the 2 points and the halfway mark on the segment connecting them. So I feel pretty good about that answer.